Where's the closest point? I've got a few zigzag there. That's probably the starting point there. Alright, let's go to that. Workout finished today. Was sluggish. Was a slugfest. I did not have the energy. Yeah. Well, at least you got it done. And it's over and done with now. So, I assume you probably have equal or about the same kind of energy level as you had beforehand. I know, I used to find when I did, like, my weightlifting and shit, I used to find I had more energy after doing the weights, honestly. I don't know how that shit works, but I was never, like, tired afterwards. Alright, get rid of you, mate. Maybe in an hour or so. It depends, I guess, if you, like, chill out and stuff. This must be the starting tree. Okay, so we kind of want to go back and through this. But first things first is, how does this bullshit sound? You know what I fucking forgot to do? I forgot to go get fucking fuel. Hold on. There might be a car nearby that has some fuel in it. Because I'm almost betting that there's none. Like, there will be cars, but I'm guessing that they won't have what I need. Let me put that away. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, there's always these bony guys here. Come on. There's a Byman's book. I don't really need that. You step there, mate. There should be one on the ground near me. To be fair, there normally is. There's a car over there. I just need a tiny bit of fuel just for now. Some of these have fuel these days. Of course not. I probably haven't looted the ambulance for a while, but I don't think the ambulance will have fuel. It should have medical. Oh, hello. Hi. I don't really have to sneak up on her, but I'm not that far from home, so I might as well just pop back up and see if I can grab fuel. Actually, let's see if this has got some. Just before going up, you know. No. Okay. Because all I want to know is how bad it sounds cutting down a tree. That's all I want to know. Yes, I do realize that there are trees near me that I could do that too, but I like the aesthetic of them being there, so I don't want to cut them down. Alright. I might have done this a little bit, tiny bit too far away. Maybe? I don't think that's worth the broken leg. Oh my god. Really? Alright. Alright, this will be close enough. I should have fuel. No, mate. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, yeah, no, he's just gonna be up against the house any second now. Fuel. Probably too much, but this will be fine. Give me that. Okay, so I've got like a spare knife that I can dump off, and I've got a couple of little items that I can also dump off. Now, I do not need this much fuel, but... So, the chainsaw used to sound like plastic to me. It used to sound like... Okay, originally it sounded great. It sounded like a chainsaw. And then they changed the sound, and then it sounded like it was basically like the blades were choking on plastic. Every time you touch a tree, it just sounded like a whole bunch of squeakiness. And I'm like, to be fair, yes, there's some kind of woods out there that do kind of squeak, have a bit of a wet squeakness kind of thing to them, because they are softer wood. They are generally a more pliable kind of thing. That's fine. But like, I would like maybe some difference between like the fact that there's like, what? You got these, I think you got oak and you got like, what are these, redwoods or something? And then you got some kind of fucking jasper-ass tree or whatever in here as well. Like, if they've got variety of tree, they should have a variety of sound for said tree. I'm still gonna, like, crouch for it because it sounds horrible. Okay, it's not terrible. It isn't terrible. Not the greatest sound either, but it's not squeaking. They've, improved that a little bit. I'm expecting screamers doing this, just as a heads up. And the fact that it's foggy is not great. I do wish that there was one setting that they would consider adding where you can turn down the volume of this. Like, yes, you can crouch, Wait, hold on, this is full volume. Okay, so you don't get the, like, the knocking sound if you're crouched. Maybe you do, it's just quiet. Weird. How fucking bizarre. It's not unbearable. It's not the kind of like bullshit squeaky shit that I can't fucking tolerate. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, motor tool sound, sweet Jesus, fucking mute everything. I like totally understand. It's like I expect like the peace out meme basically for that. But like when it comes to like the auger and this, like it's not that bad if the sound isn't terrible to begin with. Plus, I tend to like, I don't know, not so much like space out doing this, but I find it very, I don't know how, but therapeutic. Walking around, cutting down trees slowly when I can actually reach the trees. I like augering the most, honestly. Like, I know that everybody will argue with me the fact that a pickaxe is in fact a faster way to mine, and yes, I do agree, but I like the not having to think about it and the not running out of stamina aspect of having an auger. I need a fuel mod for you. I didn't realize how quickly it runs out when it's just bare bones little device. Not too bad though. I'm very appreciative of the Fun Pimps at least improving the fucking sound of this thing. Because it sounded so fucking stupid. It literally just sounded like something had like plastic jammed up in the blades. And yes, if anybody is wondering, yes, I have used chainsaws in real life, and I do still have chainsaws and stuff. I've also done some stupid shit with chainsaws, and am miraculously not injured by them, but yeah, always fucking adhere to the general fucking safety if you're using a chainsaw, and pay attention to your surroundings and shit. Tree lobbing's a dangerous thing. For anybody that's wondering, I used to do like landscaping as a hobby in amongst that and house renovating stuff, so yeah. Personally, I don't mind using an axe, but I can't really use an axe anymore because swinging it is painful for my back and everything. And that's also why I don't mind using like the chainsaw in the game. I also like the fact that they actually have like the words of like a brand on the blade, which is like pretty accurate. I'm surprised this isn't already getting screamers, you know? Like, I'm prepared to, like, I haven't got like a energy drink or anything on her. I should have brought one. But I am prepared to like scurry up my, what do you call it? I have a mining thingy over there. It's really hard to see in this fog, but I'm prepared to run for it. If you guys are wondering why I keep looking around and stuff, that's kind of why. That and dogs. Every time I've ever had a tree forest, I get a shit ton of dogs. What are you facing about, cat? Eat him. Hopefully this is gonna fix up how the game's running. Because honestly, I generally don't notice, but then again, I'm also not generally... Well, I am these days, but in the past when I've had giant tree forests, I haven't been streaming. So it's not something I've really noticed. Now that I am streaming, it is noticeable when I go places and it's chugging, and I'm like, I know 7 Days is one of the few games that actually does have a bit of a stroke sometimes when I'm playing it, but like, it's having an extra special fucking stroke this past month, and I couldn't figure out why, and at no point did I ever think it was really the trees until I logged in and we walked through time and space, and I saw my trees in the distance. I'm like, huh, I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Because, yeah, at some point when I've been playing with my friends, they limit me to about 300 trees. I'm only allowed to plant 300 trees at a time. But yeah, if I'm left to my own devices, I'll easily plant like 1,000 or so. Which is what this is. This is over 1,000. I just had a lot of seeds. I will resist for the moment. I was going to say I'll replant all this, but I'm like, I realized what that would do is it would just recreate the problem, so maybe I won't do that straight away. I'll plant some of them. Mind you, my need for like fucking wood and furnaces and bases and blocks, I'm not going to need that for a while. So I was also making cement and cobblestone with the view that I was going to upgrade my base. As in I was going to kind of like sort of tear it down. Basically what I'd like to do is I'd kind of like to realistically kind of pull apart all of the foundation. Like, I have to do it in a way that doesn't collapse the building. This is the hard part. Is I have to kind of like move everything over to one corner, get rid of half the building, start constructing something, then pair up what I want to build, and then move everything over to that side, and then finish building a mirror image of it. And then thus have like the base and like locations and shit. But it's gonna take a little while, and so far I've had like a couple of ideas. I keep having a couple of ideas, and then I keep promptly forgetting what I was planning to do. This one looks like one of mine. Yeah, that's one of mine. You can tell the difference between a natural tree in the game and a non-natural tree. They normally go to a maximum of about 900, as opposed to, you know, 1,200. That's how you kind of know. That and the oak trees don't get as tall when they're naturally existing. Like this one here, that's a natural one. But yeah, these guys, they get pretty big. I actually quite liked planting out like a huge oak forest. So every time I planted out the oak forest, let me run out this way for a bit. I got a bunch of trees over here too. This one might be, yeah, you're mine. Whenever I've planted like a shit ton of trees, I'm not joking, every single fucking time, I get a fucking dog pack out of nowhere. Are you one of mine? Oh, no, you're not. Oh, fuck's sake. I don't even have to turn around for that. I know what's happening. I don't believe that that's you guys fucking doing a jump scare. Come on, let me over here. Mate, how did you get in? I have boxes on the walls, maybe to climb up to me. That one, yes. Oh, shit. Okay, you guys do what you're doing to that box. I think he spawned in here by himself. Sweet Jesus, that... I lost some blood flow in my body when that happened. Either my heart did a thing, or... You are a hell of a whaler, aren't you? Holy shit. Can I reach the tree that's here? No. Where is she? Because I don't have a problem with these guys. This is one thing. Hold on. I want the XP. Yeah, reload that shit for a second. She shouldn't be able to get up to me, but if they're smart enough, they'll attack a portion of the wall and they'll work their way up to me. If she's still alive. So this is the worst space to have come and like shacked up on, by the way. Because they can spawn in the middle here. Spawn inside the wall. I'm not safe here. That's why I took the boxes off the wall. I don't know where that one went. Where are you? She might have died. Maybe. I suspect there's like a couple of zombies over there, but sweet Jesus, that was one of those like makes your blood run cold situations, I'll tell you that much. I knew that was not a false fucking alarm. That was way too loud. Okay, there was one bag over here. I can't imagine that that was it, but maybe there's two baggies. I knew I'd attract her eventually. I didn't need it over there, but this is fine. If this is where this is, I don't see anything else getting around here, so it should be fine. Alright. We got handguns. I can reach that one from here. Normally I have to destroy them, which has been frustrating. Need that. Okay, so I guess it's back to carving the wood. I'm gonna leave over that way alone, because holy shit. Apparently, and mind you, like, I doubt it, but like, it felt very reminiscent of like, the ones that didn't get me from the school before. I'm just surprised that that was such a small group, but then again, this place has a lot of spikes, so I did get quite a lot of them dead with that. A lot safer on one of my mining walls than it is on one of those walls that have spikes. You might be one of mine. So yeah, anyway. So when I go mining, I'll cut those trees in a bit. So when I go mining, I've been putting like walls and stuff around me, mostly because out here it spawns dire wolves at night. And there's been a lot of ferals at night, and because I have feral sense on, basically all the zombies know where I am all the time. So at night time it's dangerous, and the zombies are smarter now. So what's happening is, instead of the zombies going, oh, I'm going to smack at this wall repetitively and try to break a hole, what they do is they try to break the wall or climb the spikes in a way that allows them to climb up the fucking wall. So it's no longer about them just getting in. They break it in a way that they can get up to me. I think this one, there we go. It's doing that thing again. Yeah, so it's been a genuine issue. So a lot of the walls around here are cobblestone. So they're a lot stronger than I'd usually deal with. I don't know if that one's... No, that's cobblestone. I was going to say, I'm like, I don't know if I've made that one cement. But yeah, being over here, I'm really close to the wastelands. So if I get a horde or I get animals or whatever, I'm more likely to get like a zombie bear, a dire wolf, a green screamer, green feral, like whatever kind of thing. But yeah, it's also coming into the afternoon. I don't really have a lot of extra resources that I can work with at home. Like, the only good thing is I didn't use up a lot of ammo then, which was great. I'm also getting eggs out here too. Like, I don't really need the feathers much anymore, but the eggs are still great. I usually by this stage in the game, by the way, by about day 80, I'm not walking around on my feet. Like, I might be looting a couple places. You're not one of mine. Like, yeah, I'll loot a few places. I normally have a motorbike by now, but because of how the game works with the magazines and stuff, I don't have access to that, and I probably won't have access to that for a while. So, I have a bicycle. I haven't made a mini bike, and I generally don't make them. Like how I make a motorbike, but I don't make a car. And then I'll make a gyrocopter. Once I got a gyrocopter, I can really start traversing this fucking map though. Great. I also, if you're wondering, I generally like to plant trees in a straight line with the view that I normally do this and go between the two. And by the time I'm finished with one, I'm almost onto the other, and then generally onto the next one. That's usually how I kind of work it. I spend a lot of time out here doing shit like this, generally speaking. Gotta keep an eye out though, because I won't hear a walking horde coming. Oh, not too fast on that one. But yeah, essentially, I used to have it like really carefully. I used to take my time planting them so they're as close as physically possible. So by the time I finished one, I was on to the next one and all sorts of stuff. It looks like there's a row. I know there's slots clustered and stuff, but there looks like there's a row over here. You might be one of mine. No, you're a normal. I'll end up cutting it down eventually, but I generally try to keep some of the normals around. I just realized I wasn't crouching. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, in 7 Days to Die, if you have a power tool such as like an auger or a chainsaw, if you crouch, it makes substantially less noise. You also can do this with most tools, by the way, too. They will make less noise. It won't necessarily cause you less likely to have like a screamer or a horde or something like that detect you and whatever, but it does make less sound. It is more pleasant for you as a player to deal with. So there is that. So I came across this one day because back when I got my ears pierced, my top of my ears pierced, I couldn't wear a headset for 10 months while they healed because I got really like low healing ability, right? So anyway, I couldn't wear my headset, and as a result of that, I like played all my stuff on speakers for ages, and my cats obviously sleeping up on the desk. I'm not greatly a huge fan of the sound of augers and stuff hitting specifically like iron and shit, which is fair, it sounds awful. And I noticed that as I was like crouching one night, I don't know why, I think I heard a zombie around or something like that. I noticed it was particularly quieter, but I kind of like forgot that I was crouching and I just kept going because the zombie never got to me. So it got to daytime, I I realized it was like much quieter and my cat was able to soothingly just like sleep. I'm like, oh, yeah, it is actually noticeably quieter and stuff. And yeah, ever since then, I've just been kind of like working with that. It's just crouch. Oh, fuck off. Hold up. Nope. I don't know if I can get back to one of my things. Hold on. Love, oh shit, there's a whole fucking flock of greenies coming after me. Where is my thing? It's over here, isn't it? I don't need that extra group. Where is my thing? There. Okay, that way. Fuck me. That's 2 and then a pack of greenies plus an extra pack of fucking screamers. I don't know if I can get up this in time. I could probably get up the thing next to it. Oh, sweet Jesus. I don't know how close she is. I've got them up here too. Holy shit. Alright, hold on. Okay. Holy crap. Holy hell. Okay, this is why I said... Sweet Jesus. Okay, no, I need her dead. I need you dead, sweetheart. I need you dead, and I need these boxes taken so you can't get up to me. This is only a soft wall, by the way. They get past the things. I'm still relatively fucked here. Where is the screamer? I definitely didn't kill her off. I killed 2. Actually, I might have killed maybe. I don't think I killed the first 2 though. Where are yous? I know you's gotta be in here somewhere. Mate? Not you. Here's the rest of them coming. You want the pack of the greens though. The greens are up and over the hill. A bunch of ferals and greens directly underneath me. I heard a female zombie then, but I didn't see her. She could be still underneath where we are. Man, I'll tell you what, she's so much likely to spawn the further away I get from one of these things. By the way. Mate, I need you to, down there, to leave that the fuck alone. You've gotten through the walls, haven't you? I'm still hearing danger noodle noises. Hey, Duran, what are you up to? Yeah, I'm hearing danger noises, but I don't see the zombie. Is it done? Nope. Nope, it must be down out here. Where are you, mate? Did you fall in the hole? Oh, you did! Okay, so they got in the wall. Okay, hold on. I don't think I've got any others around me. I'll go back over the hill and I'll have a quick look, see if they're there, but... No, he did not. He must have... No way you spawned in there, mate. What are you up to this morning? Evening for me. But I understand the principle. There's no way he spawned in there. He could have glitched through the wall. Maybe. Anyway, let me put that back, because in the event that I need to go up again, it could literally be the only thing that saves me. Honestly, it doesn't need to go all the way down, but this is fine. Okay, so I was up and over this way when that happened, so there's a good chance there's still maybe a greenie over here. I doubt it. But I just want to check, because I did shoot 2 green screamers out this way somewhere. No. I gotta admit, I'm hearing them and not seeing them run at me. I get a little bit more time before nighttime, so we'll do a bit more. And, oops, wrong thing. Yeah, worst case scenario, I'll hatch up on top of my buildings for the night. If... Hold on. The hell is that? Over there. The fuck is that? Hold on. Please tell me you're not like a green bear or something. Are you just a green plant that's like extra illuminated because sunlight? Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Jesus Christ. Alright, let me crash back down so it's quiet again. Just woke up not too long ago. 8:30 AM here, so figuring out what I want to do today. Doing Baldur's Gate 3 again. Cause getting that itch though. Were you wanting to play Baldur's Gate? at the moment. I mean, if that's what you're up to, go for it. I'm trying to cut down some of the 1,000 or so trees. I know it's probably not going to be visible if you're on like a phone, but if you're on a PC, you might be able to see like this giant like row of like trees and shit. And I'm trying to get rid of some of them because I think that they're affecting my like ability to, I don't know, the game's using a lot of processing. I'm downloading Baldur's Gate 3. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know all the things, yeah. Like, I'm still learning a lot of them. But yeah, generally speaking, if somebody's got something shortened, and I don't know what it is, just know I'm gonna say it and it's gonna sound like it's like really weird. Acronyms too, and do that too. Yeah, here I'm using them. I mean, like, I understand why they're used and stuff, but like, I don't generally shorten much. Like most people that get a message from me or like I type in chat or something like that, it's like generally fully typed out. The only thing is the difference between my phone and my PC. You're not one of mine. My PC is usually a bit easier for me to get like clean spelling. My phone does a lot of autocorrect, but it autocorrects to shit that I never would have like used. Like, you know how like everybody bitches about like fuck to duck and stuff like that, right? Like, I get like really stupid stuff. Like, if I say like, I don't know, like I type in the word home or something like that, it basically like types in like, say, I don't know, like some other fucking word completely that doesn't even start with the same letter. Like, it might type in something like from or something instead of home. Like, it does stupid shit like that and tries to predict my sentence, and I'm like, I don't know what sentence you're trying to message, but that ain't what I'm trying to say. And like, I've fixed it up a couple of times. It's getting better, but my god, it's terrible. And then we get the Yoda letters, where like the letters are in like the wrong fucking place all the time. That happens pretty often. Now, I do still have to allow like at least another minute or two to get all the way back to my base, so I'm kind of far out. I'll probably get a couple more of these trees and then I've got to run. I should make it back before nighttime, but I keep getting screamer hordes, so fuck so many times. So I want to actually talk to, what's it, talk about ducks. Change the F. So the funny thing is I actually deleted the word duck from my phone's dictionary or whatever. You know, the pool of words it can possibly like have, and I completely got rid of it because I swear all the time, and I almost am never talking about ducks. Like, I do have a cousin that is very, very well invested in like avian creatures, and so there are like the very rare occasions where like birds might be discussed, but like generally speaking, it's not. And more often than not, it's not. So yeah, I got really frustrated and I'm like, no, we're just going to remove that and we're just going to allow like this word permanently in my phone. It solves so many problems. But yeah, I can't fix it up from like some of the other shit that it does. It's so stupid. Alright, now we've got to head back. I might actually grab the bicycle and get the hell out of here because the amount of times I'm getting screamers, I'm not going to leave that. I'm pretty far out in the field. I've probably chopped down probably only about, I don't know, 400 odd trees today, thanks to the chainsaw. But with the two screamer hordes that I've had, obviously I've been kind of, you know, shoved away from my stuff for a couple of times. So I still have all these trees and stuff that are here to cut down too. But this should help a tiny bit. I had like over 1,000 or so, so lucky luck while I shout. No worries. I'll be here. Yeah, I had like fucking over 1,000 goddamn trees, and it wasn't really an issue to me until I was questioning why I was warping through things, and it wasn't just dawning on me what was wrong, because like the trees are never really a problem for me. But it's been like the first time I've had like over 1,000 trees and also been streaming at the same time, and I'm like, huh, maybe that's causing a problem, you know? Back into Harpley. No, if I can, I see you. Alright. Well, he did manage to get home before nightfall, which is great, like just before nightfall. And with the amount of screamers we've got, we might be lucky enough to get up here and be left alone for a tiny bit. Alright. There we go. Might be seeing Viken. No. Yeah, Viken's been having a snooze most of the time. I'm going to have to cut some of these plants down. And I'm hearing zombies underneath here. I heard him die, so maybe there was only one. It might have been one in the area and I made noise when I came home, so it's fine if that's the case. I keep getting like packs of direwolves and shit around here. Okay, what is this doing? Oh, that's a cat, I can tell happily. No. This is pretty much empty. If I can turn that off, stack that all up as one. So, actually, does this smelt? Let's find out. I don't believe it does. I don't believe it does, no. I just had to find out because I'm like, of all the things, this looks like it's got steel in it, right? And like, if I don't test these things every once in a while, then how am I gonna know if they smelt with updates and shit, you know? Because, yeah, all sorts of things change. But, anyway, I have a chainsaw. I could definitely go out and do more trees up. But this wasn't too bad. I will probably go looking for more books in the morning, honestly. Because I want to find the turret that can protect my back while I'm doing that. I also don't have this kind of space for wood. So I'm guessing I've got to actually store my spare wood in this for now. Maybe put that in there. Okay, I'm not likely to come in here and just dump things casually, so this is fine. This one though. So, yes, I do want more wood.